Good evening, everybody. I bet you thought that I forgot to do my vlog today, but I didn't. I'm still here at the office. It's 7:20. I'm just waiting for our last psychologist to wrap up with her patient, and then we're out of here. What a long day. So welcome to day 58 of the 90-day share. And my name's Dr. Brooklyn Storme, and I'm the Director and Principal Psychologist here at Cerebellum Consulting in Frankston. And so what I wanted to talk to you about today was something called perception, and I need to do this quickly. Okay, so perception basically means the way that we interpret the information in the world around us. And the really cool thing about perception is that it's different for each of us. You know, I might say this is a lollipop, and you'd agree with me that this is a lollipop because in society, in our culture, we all agree this is a lollipop. We perceive it to be something you can eat and pop in your mouth and taste delicious and sweet. But there are other things that happen in real life, and we use our own frame of reference to interpret them. For example, let's have a look at this drawing. How many legs does the elephant have? All right, you can see what's going on there. So you might have seen similar pictures. This is just an optical illusion, as you can see, but it's kind of fun. You might also remember the one of the silhouette. It kind of looks like a vase, but it's also the profile of a lady. There's another one that looks like an old witch, but it has a lady with a feather in her hat. And in psychology, we learn about perception in the very, very early stages of our education because it is a foundation for understanding human behaviour. You might know in the legal system we have eyewitness testimony. Well, in psychology, we don't really trust that very much because a lot of what we see, we interpret in our own frame of reference. So for example, somebody might come, hey Pooja, somebody might come into the office and it might sound to me like they're firing a gun, but actually it might be that they've dropped something or they're moving a piece of furniture. But because my frame of reference is that's the sound a gun makes, that's what I might interpret it as. In day-to-day life, we might have other perceptions about things. You know, maybe I send a text message to my friend and they don't write back for a little while. Well, straight away I'll use my own frame of reference to try and make sense of that. And so I'll start reflecting on conversations we've had, or I'll start reflecting on the mood of our last interaction. I'll ask myself, did I do something wrong? Is there something I need to correct or fix here? Things like that. Then eventually my friend will write back to me and it was just that he or she was busy. So the important point that I'm trying to make is that when we're trying to make sense of the world, it's really important to remember to have a look at what's real. Have a look at the facts as best as you can and try and remove yourself and try and remove your views and your beliefs from the situation and just see what happens, because you might start to interpret things a little bit differently. We also know that between people there's also individual differences, and so you know what some of us might perceive to be a really great meal or a really great movie is very different for somebody else. And again, that's because we all have individual tastes and we all have individual likes and dislikes. Sometimes our perceptions can colour what's really happening in the world. So just a tip to, you know, pay attention to the context that you use to interpret things that are going on in the world around you, and maybe take a step back every now and again and just try and focus on facts and see what you learn about yourself. It's a really fun exercise to try. There are so many different illusions too. If you're interested, you can jump online and have a look. You know, we've spoken about a few of them today, but they're lots of fun, and it's school holidays coming up, so what a great way to entertain the little ones as well, by printing a few of them off and asking them what they can see. I'm sure it will keep them amused and occupied for hours. Well, that's all from me today. It just, as I said, something about perception. I will look forward to chatting with you tomorrow on day 59 of our 90 Day Share. That's all from me, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.